had bought several pieces related to ballooning history intentionally, and then we realized that we were starting to accumulate sort of a critical mass where we could start to tell this bigger story from the first balloons in America up through the end of the 19th century. In the first case, we're really looking at the origins of balloon flight in America. So we begin with the Encyclopedia Britannica, a book from our reference collection. And this particular edition is the first one in which there is an article about aerostation, or lighter than air aircraft. And so it shows illustrations of some of those first balloons. We have two books by John Wise, who was a very active balloonist in the 19th century, and he wrote books that were sort of biographical but also instructional, how to make a balloon, how to do these flights, and then also started to recount the history as well as he knew it. And I was really taken by the amount of work that had gone into this very large printed poster. Someone had to carve that wood engraved illustration, print up this whole poster, and then it had to survive long enough to come to a library like ours. The balloon is really a transformative technology when it comes to giving people a new way to view the landscape. We have this small collection of glass lantern slides, and they show a series of images from what we think is the same event. It's really an incredible series that shows you, both from the crowd's perspective and the balloonist's perspective, how this balloon ascension is going.
Balloons were the first time that people could actually go up in the air and see something from above. Once people had the ability to go up in the air, and especially to send cameras up in the air, which they hadn't been able to do earlier in the 19th century, suddenly they could make real bird's eye views instead of just imagining what a city would look like from high up. Balloon imagery starts to get used really frequently in advertising in the 19th century for things that have nothing to do with ballooning. What these things show is popular interest in ballooning, that the image of a balloon was something that was exciting to people and might get their attention. But it was also a spectacle, and over the course of the 19th century it really becomes more of a spectacle than a scientific endeavor. The main way that people experience balloons in the 19th century is they go to a county fair, they go to some other kind of event, and there's a balloon going up. We are open to the public. Anyone can come in and they can see the exhibit. We hope it's interesting to everybody.